Welcome to Mind Over Matter. My name is Worsham, and today we will discuss the 4 types of safety.
Mind over matter, a key to a beautiful life, a key to a beautiful life. No stress, no trauma for me. In my days I will be free. I'll have a key to my beautiful life. I'll have the key to my beautiful life. To my beautiful life. Mind over matter, a key to my beautiful life.
Did you know that the stress response system can be activated by simple things like what we hear, what we see, what we smell, the phrases being used, sensations, emotions, and thoughts? In fact, if we have activation of our stress response system without any buffers, then we're at risk for trauma and a lot of other physical and mental ailments. There are 4 types of safety threats that occur that may activate our stress response systems: physical, social, moral, and psychological, sometimes called mental safety threats. In this video, we will be discussing more specifically the moral and mental safety threats, how to recognize them, and how you can respond to them when you find them. Moral safety threats are when you have a conflict to something you believe or care about. Either you're watching it happen or you feel like you have to do something that is a direct conflict to what you believe and care about. For example, you feel like you need to sell drugs in order to make ends meet. Are you expected to do things or enforce policies at work that don't feel good to you and don't feel right or equal, right? Those are moral safety threats. Now, when you notice that you have these moral safety threats, use these moral safety threats to identify what your values are. Set boundaries around the people you're around, the things you expect, the things you would tolerate and accept, and the locations and places that you want to find yourself in. That can be helpful in managing moral safety threats. Mental safety threats, sometimes called psychological safety threats, are the way in which our thoughts are perceiving the world and ourselves in interactions with other people. Sometimes it might look like self-blame or shame, telling myself what I should have done, what I should be doing, how I did this wrong, or just repeating the same thing over and over in our minds, thinking about the future or the past. Other times it could be suicidal thoughts or racing thoughts. Moral and mental safety threats occur because of our interactions with other people in the world. When we experience mental safety threats, it can be helpful to use a mantra or an affirmation. These are sentences structured to help debunk whatever myth that your thought is telling you at that time. They can also be helpful to help boost your self-esteem and to help increase motivation. Your thoughts impact your mood and your motivation. Another potential response to your mental safety threats include distracting yourself from the thoughts or changing the thoughts. You might go play an instrument, listen to music, journal, exercise, or go write. Some people enjoy praying. Noticing your safety threats is the first step to practicing mind over matter. Tell us how you respond to your safety threats below.
Mind over matter, a key to a beautiful life, a key to a beautiful life. No stress, no trauma for me.
Lotus Trauma Care is extremely excited to support you in your healing journey. Healing happens outside of the treatment room. At Lotus Trauma Care, we want to make sure that you have the resources to understand and recognize the stress symptoms when you're experiencing them. Find us on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, LinkedIn, or on our website at lotustraumacare.com.